And when do we annex the property? As soon as we do the agreement, or when this is all done?
We don't want to accept it till it's...
Prior to the beginning of construction on the sewer
We
extension.
annex the property, but we don't accept the sewer
Until it's
until it's
done.
completed, and the engineers and DNRs, everybody said it's good.
Yeah, we don't accept the infrastructure? True.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
So the second we do all this planning, that's part of the city.
Yes, you know, the annexation process is just simply Ben Meverns submitting an application to the city, and it's all done as one resolution of the council. So long as it's all voluntary, it's very easy to annex that property.
And Jake would have to do the same thing.
And Jake would do the same thing.
And then we could pick up.
And I've talked to Jake,
Put
he's
out
well.
there for us?
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I noticed Jake put the branches out there for us to pick up.
Okay.
Need our branches?
No, Jake's got a whole bunch of branches out by his house. I think the Dixon City's gonna pick that up.
We did probably.
As far as electrical and stuff, that we already do run the power out there,
Yeah, we
right?
provide power there.
So there's no other real,
You know, actually,
From the
they
annexation.
receive all of the services now, other than sanitaries. You know, they get water, and they get electric.
And plow the snow.
Yes,
Of course,
we do.
not in the
In the-
lot.
No,
but,
no.
And we're not gonna, then either, because it's not a street.
That's great.
No, no, no.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We're just doing the sewer, that's the...
Yeah, I know Jack has concerns about the system and making sure that the system that goes in there is up to snuff about what we would require. That's why
That's how
we
this
would not,
lift station is.
yeah, we want this non-clog lift station, what they call this non-clog lift station instead of a grinder pump system.
We don't want it to come back and bite us.
Well, and I haven't talked to the engineer, talked to my pump people either. And I would like to, if we do it and they hire Snyder, you know, I know, Mike would, I don't think he would like to have Steve out there inspecting it, but, you know, we're doing it on our side, I think it just protects your interest to have somebody out there all the time.
We have the right to inspect whatever we want when we do it, right?
But if he does it,
Sure, yeah.
that's part of the project, it's part of the bid, then it's, because I don't have time to,
Who would inspect it?
like Snyder. Snyder's the one that's doing the engineering out there.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking a different one.
No, Steve, Walter.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, it's in this draft that says they're responsible for the cost of observation and inspection, which we would want to be through the engineering firm.
Right.
Because it has to be engineered for DNR.
Yes, you know, in order to get that DNR permit, they're going to need to have it engineered.
Oh, that's done right.
You know, it's just some point in time, and you know, we've been pretty fortunate over the last 20 years that we've been able to maintain with every little bit of upgrade, you know, but hopefully this is our last one, you know, for our sewer system. I mean, it's just sometimes, you know, some of it's 50, 100 years old. I mean, it's getting pretty old, and old pipes and old.
Some old clay pipes might come apart.
Well, not so much that, but just, you know, our lift stations are so maxed out to, you know,
Take
over the years, yeah. I mean, everything is just about tweaked to the max.
I'm going to take a look at some of those next highlighted issues. We talked about what happens when they abandon those septic tanks and just stipulating that they're filled with sand. Item 4, where it's saying all costs associated with the project, and it includes system design, permitting, construction, observation and inspection, and professional and legal fees are the responsibility of the owner. Okay, then you get this next highlight that says the city agrees to pay 1/2 of the additional cost of installing the non-clog lift station instead of the grinder pumps, as described in that Snyder report. Now, I will tell you, that came up as a concept at the last meeting. I'm not sure that that ever reached consensus of anybody.
What did that cost? Yeah.
$16,000.
The difference in the two is
Difference is
16.
$16,000. Half would be $8,000.
Oh, the difference, okay. So our half
Our half is $8,000.
is $8,000.
To me, it.
Can we get Jake to pay $8,000?
Catch him on a good day. But we want to stay consistent though, wouldn't we? I mean, we don't want to go cheaper with another route.
No, we want that.
Yeah. Because we wish you had it, we hadn't done it. Yeah, that's what.
Well, Jack, that's what he's used to working with. And that's what he
Well, that's
wants.
all
And
the
that's
rest
what
of
my
it.
company
Yeah.
recommended,
Yeah.
you know, that's what I.
There's no sense having two
their
different
recommendation.
times.
No, that's my feeling also, yeah.
But we feel like we need to pay for that, just because that's what we require. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's give and take to make sure that he does it and does it right, instead of kicking and screaming and not doing it. I think that's where that came from.
Is he really gonna kick and scream quite a bit?
So is it
He
70
can
grand?
push it just like-
Well, yeah, he can scream no matter what we do.
Yeah, he ain't real happy.
Well, I feel like, you know, we're being nice by helping him, and if he
Yeah.
really wants to push it, I mean, this will, over time, work its way out, I mean, but at the
Yeah.
cost of the lake quality, but,
Yep.
Well, his tenants are not happy. I mean, it's terrible over there.
yeah.
Their sewer is always got issues. So, I
So, I mean,
mean,
it's
it's
not
gonna
like he
impact
is-
him.
I would think, Scott, maybe we should approach him with it not in there. We're not gonna do half, see what he says.
It's not like he has
Is it
us over
70
there.
with the non-clog lift, it's 70?
Yeah. Okay. We can.
That's what I'm saying,
We can take it out. He was sitting here when we talked about it.
I know, but like you said, we never said then, we agree that's what we wanna do. So we approach him that way. He doesn't cry, which he probably will,
Yeah, yeah.
but then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
But
But are we
if he doesn't
saying then
want it,
we're-
that's a deal breaker, and we probably need to give Scott some guidance what we do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can we at least say that if, you know, that becomes deal breaker, then that will be that's the deal, is half of that, and that's it? That way.
Well, let's take a look at item 5 before we might discuss that, because when you look at financing as being some sort of incentive too, I think you gotta look at the big picture on everything together. Because Mike would very much like for the city to finance that. And we had talked an interest rate of around 4%, and that's why it's much more attractive. You know, if the bank rate is 7.
What can we borrow the money at if we had to borrow the money? 3.5?
3.5.
So maybe if we offered him something like our 3.5, and he pays for that non-clog lift fix, in the end, he comes up just as good. We look a little better in the public eye because we didn't spend $8,000 of money that nobody wants us to spend.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I've gotten a lot of feedback about this one. Most people don't want it.
Don't think
Most
we
people
should
that I've
help
talked
them,
to.
or,
Right, because they think they got plenty of money and we shouldn't be doing it for them.
My biggest thing that I've heard is that, I guess it wasn't Mike, but when they had the chance to annex in, they didn't.
And a lot of people are mad about that, yeah.
Yeah. And bankrolling them with city money.
Yeah.
That'll be another one.
Yeah, that's the one that most people have complained to me about. But I still think we need to do this somehow. Somehow, some way, we need to make this happen.
Because in the end, the lake affects everybody.
That's right.
But if he wants to play hardball, I mean, I'll play hardball back, I guess. I mean, you hate to do it at the quality of the lake.
Can we do something like a 3.5? If he'll pay the whole thing? Tell him
Can we, yeah?
So you could do,
it'll be 4.5 if we gotta pay it. I don't know.
yeah, you can flip-flop it the other way. Charge, if he borrow 3, charge him at 4.5, and then we pay half his.
Yeah, if he wants us to pay half, we'll do 4.5. I don't know.
I think that's kind of where you guys negotiate that. We got to look at the city's interest there, but I mean,
You can run the numbers on that and really see what
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah, what it is, yeah.